So we have an update on Meg Thee Stallion and Tory Lanez court case, right? So it reads this: Tory Lanez is expected to appear inside of a Los Angeles courtroom this morning, and they said that the prosecution's key witness is believed to be former friend of Meg Thee Stallion, which is Kelsey. All right, so within the next few weeks, we're going to be getting more updates on this situation. So please subscribe because we're going to dive deep into it, and I'm a critical thinker. Now, what's been more interesting about this is Meg Thee Stallion started trending all over. She's all over the blogs, but not due to this update in the case, due to her covering Forbes magazine. Now, I know some might say, well, what's wrong with her covering Forbes magazine? Congratulations to her. But it's interesting the timing of when this magazine came out. Now, the headlines read Meg Thee Stallion is planning on dropping her third album and going on a world tour. Now, mind you, she just dropped the album in August of this year. So I really do feel like her team just wanted to put something out there to shift our attention from the update that's going on in the court case. Now, my question I want to ask you guys and leave y'all with is, why do you feel like Meg Thee Stallion team worked so hard for us to not pay attention to this court case with Tory Lanez? Now, if she is the victim and Tory Lanez is the one who harmed her, why is it that whenever an update or any information regarding that case, all of a sudden Meg Thee Stallion has this huge announcement or something to make us not pay attention to the case? Now, I find that interesting because ever since day one, she's been working hard to rebrand herself from the party girl into this woman who stands up for women's right, protect black women and deal with your trauma, and just pretty much rebranding herself from a totally different direction from how she started with her career. And it's nothing wrong with that. But I just find it odd that she rebranded herself under this incident, but at the same time, she's trying to get us to not pay attention to what's really going on. Meg Thee Stallion has done things like she sat down with Hillary Clinton now, and she has spoken with Gail in regards to this incident, and she done made a website, and she dedicated an album that's, referring to dealing with your trauma, and she did all these things, but yet her team is still working double time to make sure that we don't pay attention to this case. Now, do that make sense to y'all? Now, I do believe that two things can exist at once. If Tory Lanez really did harm Meg Thee Stallion, then I do believe justice needs to be served. But I do also believe that it's something that went on that night that Meg Thee Stallion do not want the public to know. And it's going to be something that's going to mess with her image that she's working so hard to rebrand. And that's the part of it that makes me feel like I don't know what to believe in this situation, because if she has nothing to hide, then why move like you have something to hide? If an update happened in the case, then why move and work hard to make sure you're trending for other reasons? For example, when you search Tory Lanez's name, it's going to be about the update that just happened in the case. But now when you search Meg Thee Stallion's name, it's going to be about her covering Forbes magazine instead of it being about the case, even though she is just as much a part of the case as Tory Lanez. And that's the part that I don't like, because it's not fair to me. Because you have a big corporation behind you and you have that machine, then you can manipulate the public and you can make the narrative whatever you want it to be. So I want to know what y'all feel about that, because if you know that you have evidence to back what you're saying, because if you were shot, then you should be able to show your medical records. You should be able to show the bullet fragments or anything like that. You should be able to provide that, right? If it was witnesses, then they should be able to support what you're saying. So if all of this is working with Meg Thee Stallion, then why is her team trying to make sure our attention is not on the case? Why are they working hard to make sure that her image is squeaky clean? If she has nothing to hide, why is she sitting down with Hillary Clinton? How do that go along with Meg the Stallion, the one who twerks all the time and talk about partying, who's the fun girl? How do sitting with Gail and crying on Gail, how does that work with her image? It's because her team has been working hard and planting seeds this whole time leading up to this case to make sure we are viewing Meg the Stallion in a certain light. So y'all let me know how y'all feel. Like, have y'all been seeing it too or what? So y'all comment below or whatever. And we gonna get into it. We gonna have these discussions. This is healthy dialogue. Again, I don't condone violence towards anyone.